Hey, how you doing? My name is Jack with a J, and I have a few questions for you. Have you ever used social media in your life? Have you ever been laying in bed and you hear a notification go off and you have to go check it to see who it's from? Have you ever let social media affect you emotionally, mentally, or physically during your life? I know it's happened to me a few times, and I'm sure it's happened to most everybody at least once in their life. And I'm here to tell you that social media is a good thing, but of course is needed to be used in moderation in order for it to be successful in our life. And I've broken it down into 4 categories to help us understand how social media can affect us in our life. And so it's broken down into first, mental, second, emotional, third, physical, and fourth, of course, there's good in everything, so the potential for it to be good mentally. Social media is a thing that can affect us mentally, and it affects lots of people mentally just by the way it's processed, and we get distracted with all these things that are coming on, and it drags our attention even down. Microsoft did a study that with attention spans showing that humans, the test subjects, attention span went from 12 seconds down to 8 seconds. And it was kind of funny because they compared that to the attention span of a goldfish, which is 9 seconds, and it kind of made me laugh to show that maybe my attention span is less than a goldfish, which is kind of funny to think about. And of course, it affects us mentally, and it carries into the second part, which is emotion. And our emotions are brought from our mental aspect if we're unsure kind of where we're at in life. And so emotionally, we can be pressured with keeping up with the status quo, keeping up with society, making sure someone has the best clothes or the best likes or the best photo on Instagram, and it really can take an effect on people. Dr. Jean Twenge wrote an article talking about smartphones destroyed a generation. She talked about a girl named Athena, how Athena mentioned that she felt lonely. She felt like she didn't belong. She didn't have a place to go because of the effect on social media and how it affected her in her life. And it shows us that a lot of people, and we see that people are affected emotionally, and wanting to keep up and feeling that people aren't good enough. And that's a terrible thing. And of course, that can lead to something serious, which is on our physical side, depression. And depression is a serious thing that lots of people don't really understand or take advantage of once signs are present. And we did a research showing that over 40,000 people commit suicide every year because of depression. And for me, 1 death is way too many. And that should not be that should not be something, a statistic that we should have, that everyone should feel that they're included. And it really does take physical attrition to your body, and we should know that we always have a place to belong. And of course, there's potential and good in everything. So if used in good, then we can have lots of benefits. Sherry Turkle, in a TED Talk, spoke of social media and smartphones, and she had mentioned that she had gotten a text message from her daughter saying, "I love you," and it brought her the most joy she could ever picture in her life. And it's true. There is good in social media. It can help us with networking. It can help us with faster production in items, and of course, communications, receiving a text message from a loved one. In conclusion, we have to understand that we have to use all these things in moderation. If we don't, it can be detrimental to our life. And I challenge you guys to watch how social media affects you, and I challenge you to use it wisely. Thank you very much.